Two of Mizuno's most loved players' irons are going head-to-head in our explainer today. We are looking at the Mizuno MP18 versus the MP20.
On the shelf, these things look almost identical, but buying the wrong one could mean wasting hundreds of your hard-earned dollars. Nobody wants that sinking feeling on the first tee when you realize you bought a club you just cannot hit.
Welcome to Golf Gear Showdown, where we put golf gear head-to-head so you can protect your wallet. Both of these iron sets are grain flow forged in Hiroshima, Japan. They share that exact same premium look.
There are some hidden differences underneath that shiny chrome, though. We are breaking down exactly what changed. That way you don't make a very expensive mistake.
Picture this scenario. You are standing right there in the golf shop. Holding both clubs, you debate whether to pay top dollar for the newer 2019 MP20 or save a ton of cash on the older 2017 MP18. It is incredibly frustrating. You just don't know if the newer tech actually performs better or if it is just loud marketing noise.
I totally agree with you, Jake. It is so easy to get caught up in the hype when a brand promises better performance. You really need to know what is real and what is just a glossy brochure.
That is exactly why we let these top options compete round by round. We will be covering feel and sound, forgiveness, control and consistency, looks, price, and finally, best fit by golfer.
Stick around for round 3, guys. We actually uncover a dispersion secret that most mid-handicappers completely miss when they shop for these two sets.
Let's tee it up with round 1. We are diving straight into that legendary Mizuno feel and sound. This is where things get really interesting from a specs perspective. The MP20 added a super thin copper underlay sitting right beneath the nickel chrome. Based on design intent, that layer is meant to deliver a noticeably softer click at impact. Mizuno engineers actually blind tested this on tour pros to prove it works. Hold on a second, Mike. That softer feel only matters if you actually strike the center of the face. If you spray the ball toward the toe or the heel, that fancy copper underlay isn't going to save your hands at all. For a mid-handicapper like me, hitting it thin on a cold morning, both of these blades are going to sting. The copper absolutely does not change the reality of a mishit. Fair point, Jake. For those who pure it, however, the newer model absolutely delivers on its promise. Our round win winner is the MP20.
Just remember my strict caveat on this one, folks. This win is for pure strikers only. Common feedback suggests that average ball strikers won't even notice the copper is there when they miss the sweet spot.
Moving right along to round 2, we need to talk about forgiveness and everyday playability. Let's face it, we all hit bad shots. Neither of these pure blades are forgiving. However, the MP20 lineup introduced the HMB, or hot metal blade. This hollow body design with a chromoly face offers significantly more help and higher launch in your long irons than the old MP18 SC split cavity ever did. Let me explain why that actually matters. A hollow body pushes the weight to the perimeter of the club head. Expanding the sweet spot means when you don't hit it perfectly flush, the club doesn't twist as much in your hands. The ball still gets up in the air and travels toward the target. Most golfers report a massive improvement here because it actually masks their minor swing flaws. Exactly, so the round 2 winner goes decisively to the MP20 HMB option.
If you buy the pure muscleback blades of either generation, call it a dead tie. Both of those pure models will absolutely punish your bad strikes and leave you short of the green. The HMB option tips the scales for the modern lineup, though.
Okay, here is that rehook I promised. Round 3 uncovers exactly what shot-shaping mid-handicappers need to know before buying either set. This is all about control and consistency. Both the MP18 MMC and MP20 MMC use multi-material construction. This shifts weight around the club head. Looking at the broader data, the launch monitor variance shows tighter grouping with the MP20. They refined this build and tightened dispersion based on design intent. The tungsten weights are positioned just a bit better to keep the face stable through impact.
I have to push back again, buddy. Without launch monitor data right in front of you, workability on the pure blades is practically identical. You can shape either one of these all day long. Out on the actual course, hitting beat-up range balls or dealing with a sketchy lie in the rough, those microscopic tech differences vanish. Your swing path dictates the shape, not a millimeter of tungsten.
I still give the edge to the newer tech. The numbers don't lie. Our round 3 winner is the MP20 MMC, even if it is just by a hair.
I will concede the MMC wins here. I remind everyone watching to trust your own range results over brand marketing claims, though. You have to see how it flies for your specific swing.
Let's shift gears to round 4. This covers looks, sound, and the very real psychological side of standing over the golf ball. Aesthetically, the MP20 features a cleaner top line, It has a very classic muscle-back profile that really appeals to traditionalists. Sitting behind the ball, it looks like a butter knife in the best way possible.
That softer sound we debated earlier also plays a huge role here. A pure, quiet thud actually translates directly into increased confidence at address. The MP18 has a slightly busier back. When you are staring down a long carryover water and the wind is howling, the last thing you want is a distracting club head looking back at you. A clean profile helps you commit to the swing.
Taking all that into account, the round 4 winner is the MP20 for its cleaner aesthetics and sound profile. Honestly, Jake, I have to agree with you on this one. That clean look at address really does quiet the mind.
I agree entirely. I do know the MP18 design still has plenty of diehard fans out there who love that specific, slightly aggressive look in their bag.
We are just 60 seconds away from the exact breakdown of who should play which club. First, round 5 brings a massive financial reality check. Where is your money actually best spent? Here is a smart shopper move that most golfers miss. The MP18 completely dominates the used market right now. You can get 90% of the premium Mizuno forged experience for a fraction of the newer MP20's cost.
That is huge for everyday players. Premium current-gen pricing on the MP20 is incredibly steep. Snagging a clean used set of MP18s instead leaves a lot of room in your budget for actual greens fees. You can buy the MP18s and still afford to play a premium public course 5 or 6 times this summer with the money you saved. That is real value.
There is no debate here. The round 5 winner for value is the MP18.
Spot on. Get ready, because up next is the exact golfer type breakdown you have been waiting for. We are getting very specific.
Welcome to round 6. We are mapping out exactly who should buy which club based on swing style, budget, and handicap.
Let me drop some insider advice before we categorize everyone. The biggest buying mistake you can make is chasing the newer number. Buying the MP20 just because it says 20 instead of 18, or completely ignoring your shaft fit is a massive recipe for disaster. Let me tell you why shaft fit matters so much. The shaft is the engine of the club. If you have a premium forged head on a shaft that is too heavy or too stiff for your swing speed, your mechanics will fall apart. The face stays open and you slice it into the woods all day. Getting a premium iron on the wrong shaft is worse than a budget iron on the right one. I bet a few of you almost made that exact error.
Let's hit the pros and cons fast and honest. MP18 Pros are incredible used value and a proven tour-validated design. Cons are that it is older tech, and the SC model seriously lacks modern forgiveness.
Bouncing over to the MP20, pros include getting that softer copper feel and real, tangible forgiveness in the hollow body HMB line. Cons mean you are paying a premium price tag. Also, the pure blade version is still totally unforgiving for high handicappers.
Here is your final verdict matrix. The best overall iron goes to the MP20. The best value on the used market belongs entirely to the MP18. Low handicappers who strike it pure should absolutely grab the MP20 blade. Mid-handicappers needing some help should look directly at the MP20 HMB. Let me address the high handicappers and seniors out there real quick. If you are a 20-plus handicap, honestly, neither of these pure blades are your best fit. They will make the game way too hard. The HMB is the only one you should even look at if you insist on playing a Mizuno Player's Iron. For those with no budget limit wanting the best tech, the MP20 is your clear champion. Before we wrap this explainer up, here is my final piece of advice. Skip the pure blade versions of either iron if you aren't striking it pure on a regular basis. Playing a club that matches your actual skill level is the real move that saves your scorecard. Leave your ego in the parking lot.
So are you team MP18 or MP20? Drop your handicap, your typical miss, and your pick down in the comments below.
Next time on Golf Gear Showdown, we are bringing the MP20 into a direct battle against the JPX or the 223. Hit that subscribe